Good day, everybody. Time for a pickups video. I'm gonna start with a pickup that no one will expect, and it's this. It's a pan. It's a paella pan, and my mom got it for me yesterday. It's not that I don't have one. It's the fact that I have one that reminded her of me when she saw this, and so she got me this. And it operates on gas and induction. Yeah. How about that? I make a pretty good paella. I do. Anyway, I got pickups. I got some stuff, and I thought I'd do a video on it. And I want to take my time doing it. Oh, yeah. It's not going to be 30 minutes, but, first is, I wanted to show this again. This is the Commodore 64 Saver made by Hans. BWAC, which is short for Bushwhack, which refers to his other channel where he takes bike rides through Norway. Very interesting. See cows. So this was his first design, and this thing is supposed to protect your Commodore 64 against overvoltage. When the voltage regulators in the old power supplies fail, they tend to pass through like 9 or 12 volts, blowing up some of your chips, which can be hazardous for your Commodore 64. It can kill it. So he made this. He designed this from the ground up. And this shuts off very quickly the power supply to the Commodore to make sure that there's no 9 volts where 5 are expected. So that was nice. I've been using this. But Hans, being the guy who he is, has made an improvement. Which is this. Which you may think, yo, where's the PCB gone? Well, it's gone in here. It's even smaller, and it's inside this thing. I don't know if there's any design changes, but this sits in between the power supply and your Commodore 64. And there's intelligence in here. He made it himself. It's handmade from Norway. So Hans, thank you very much. I'm loving this. I'm using it. And it works. So, happy. Happy. So that's at least one gaming related item. The other was a pan, and this was a power saver circuit, electronics. I didn't receive any requests for commercial sections, so I have no alternate hobbies to inform you about involving animals or other pieces of flora or fauna. This is thing that's been. I'm gonna continue with the pickups in a minute, but there's this one thing that sort of has me thinking. So why am I irritated by this? And I don't like to share my irritations, but that's. So, if you're into Elite, you may have heard of Obsidian Ant. Obsidian Ant is a channel. Just a guy who does namely Elite videos, but also other videos. Interesting and popular, especially. There's a lot of people who watch that. He's even there's even a space station in the game named after him because people got to vote for a name, and instead of Bodie McBoatface, they chose Obsidian Station, which sounds good, and it's by popular demand that happened. So he's a right to that. But then this week, he put up a video where he said that his graphics card had caught fire, and he was asking for donations for a new card. And to my surprise, there were a lot of people donating Small amounts of money, just $1. He's from the UK and he asked for dollars, so he's clearly aiming it at the American market, where I think this works a little bit better than it would just in Europe or in the UK. But in no time, the next day, he uploaded a video. So thanks, I forgot to mention that my PC died as well, and now I can buy a new PC as well. So wow. On the one hand, I think, wow, more power to you, and but on the other hand, thinking, Jesus, there was outright begging as well. So, opinions. How do you feel about that? I sort of thought, I didn't give him any money. I thought, if my graphics card blows, I have to buy a new one. There's no two ways around it. But on the other hand, he is very popular, and people seem to enjoy giving him his money and for him to continue making videos. Funny. I just went to the dentist. I felt like having a cup of coffee. I've been playing Mass Effect on the 360, and what I did, because this DVD for some reason makes a lot of noise in the drive. It's the only one. The others, first my drive wouldn't work. It's a long story. First my power supply was making noise, so I opened that up. I'd already done that before to take the dust out, but it was vibrating, so I put some WD-40 in it, and I some contact spray to the fan and stuff, and I took it all apart and put it back together, and it's quiet now, so it's good. Then I turn on my 360 and it wouldn't read drives. It just said reading and then nothing. So I tried a couple of times and it worked. And then I put in this sucker here and it made a lot of noise. Bzzz, like it was unbalanced. It doesn't have any stickers on the disc. So I copied the disc to the hard disk. Problem solved, right? I've been playing it. It's nice. Nice mix of RPG and shooter. I'm playing it on casual because I just can't get the aiming with a controller. It doesn't work. I ordered something online from Psytronik, and it came. Psytronik software. It took, I'm not showing the other side because it had my address on it. It took ages. It took weeks and weeks and weeks. I finally ended up, it was my first order from Psytronik. I was very excited about it. This is the one that I wanted to have, that I thought I should have. It's a Commodore 64 title. And I finally ended up emailing the guy who confirmed the order to me. He said, I've been waiting so long. Can you... Well, I was on holiday. So he was on holiday, and it took, I think it took 3 or 4 weeks. But it's here. And I'm opening it up. I'm very happy. It took a bit longer than expected. But the good thing is that, you get an email halfway through with a link to the copy of the software. So you can actually play the game before you have it in your hands. So it comes, it's a disc. I ordered the disc version. Empty envelope. Ordered the disc version. Oh. And it's protected with cardboard. And it's in a little sleeve. And I now own the premium edition of Guns and Ghosts. Because this is the game that I'm doing the code work through of. Well, it's Supernatural, but it turned into this game. Almost the same. It's better. This one's better. So out of the sleeve, I may actually keep that. And then there's a little paper. I think this goes in something. This is the disc. Oh, there's a tiny user manual. There's a Commodore 64 disc. Very nice. It's like a printed sleeve. I'm happy with this. So I'm gonna hook up my. I think I have a copy already, but this is meant for like some instructions, a little booky thing. This is this like folds open. I think the weren't there like boxes for discs in like jewel cases that this went into? They are hunters of supernatural beings, ghosts, demons, zombies, and evil spirits. Yeah. Georg Rottensteiner and Trevor Story. I actually got a message from Trevor. He responded to one of the videos that I did. I think my first video. I'm really enjoying this. I'm very happy to have this, and I'm going to order more of them. Psytronik software. You can get them from RGCD as well. And I'm doing this game. I'm making it sort of. I have the feeling that I'm making this game. So very nice. Oh, it's even for Commodore 128 as well. Epic. It's a tough game. Okay, so yesterday I got off a little bit early from work, and there's a thrift store that's close to where I work, but I never have time to go there because it's sort of away from my home, and then have to go home. So, but yesterday I thought, the hell with it, and someone had dumped an entire PS2 collection there. There was a ton of PS2 games. I don't buy many PS2 games at all anymore, so I wasn't too happy with that. There was 360 games, but they were all sports games, some PS2 games, and some Xbox games. There were a lot of games there. There were some PS3 games for $6.50 a piece, and I didn't want to do it. But there was Ridge Racer and Rage Racer, and there was what's that other? Not Drift, but Grid. So I thought I thought of picking that up, but that's $6.50 a pop, and I didn't. But I did. I couldn't resist getting Black for PS2. It's a very nice copy as well. Black. I have Black, but I either have the Platinum copy for PS2 or the Xbox copy. I couldn't remember. I looked it up in my database, and I couldn't find this one, and I bought this. I bought a PS2 game. Sue me. And this came up again. This game keeps coming up in conversations. The Warriors. I promised that I would watch the movie again. I say again, but I promised it again. But I've never seen the movie. I thought I had this, but I have it. I think on PS2. I thought I had it on PSP, but I don't. I can clearly remember finding it for PSP, but I must have left it. I don't know. But I didn't have it for Xbox, so I have it for Xbox. Rockstar, and I've seen. I think I've even played this. Can't remember that well, but those are the games that I bought. There was a lot more, but I thought I put some stuff back as well because I didn't want to. I didn't want to go over. I was so excited seeing all those games there. It was flooded with games all of a sudden. And then I saw this, which is not a game, but it's a movie. It's the special 4-disc, The Complete Evil Ring, the box. 4 DVDs. There's 4 movies. I didn't know there were 4 movies. There's Ring 2, there's Ring O, and then Ring Spiral. All of them. I'm not a horror fan. I do not enjoy watching horror movies at all. But for some reason, I bought the book a while ago. I think it's Japanese movies with subtitles. I don't know. I bought it, obviously, and I'm gonna watch them. Not at night, and not when I'm alone. Probably during the day somewhere. So yeah, that's what I did. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about, like Mercury passing in front of the sun? I don't know why everyone's. I heard a funny story that all the moons that, or this has nothing to do with Mercury. The moons around Jupiter, that they're all named after his mistresses, and that NASA's now sending Juno to make pictures, and Juno is the name of his wife. Is that funny or what? I read only half the story, so I'm probably botching it up somewhere. But yeah, horror movies and games. And this is what I'm the happiest with. Psytronik Software, RGC. Give them a visit. Look them up. They have very nice stuff. They have soundtracks as well. I need to support this. I have to support this. So I'm gonna buy Soulless. I'm gonna buy Hessian. I'm gonna buy a couple of these games. This was only £5. The disc only version. There's tape versions, and there's also like super exclusive sets with posters and everything. But you know, this is more up my alley. Get it, do it. I like it. At least pay them a visit. RGCD was at Blackpool as well. So, thanks for watching. I promised I wouldn't make it too long, and it's sub 20 minutes because my camera's still rolling. So, see you guys. Bye bye.